Hey, we're at TIFF, and TIFF is cool because you go out Toronto International Film Festival. We're doing it live, of course, from the lounge here and studio at the Intercontinental because of Yo Sox and Carnivore and Bomb and, Pizza, everyone. Cardi. And when you go out, you look for celebs, and then you look for guys that you just are cool, down to earth, and make you laugh. Because at the end of the day, that's all that fucking matters, people. And we got one of them here. I bumped into him at the party last night, and he got up. Surprise, but he is up. Here with us, Ali Hassan, stand-up Ali on Twitter and standupali.com. How are you, bud?
I'm good. You can thank my newborn for the reason that I'm up. Once you're up, you're not going back to sleep anytime soon.
It was
kids. Good. I had coconut water. At the end, I was like, this party was crazy. It was like top-notch sausage and not, like actual chorizo, pepperettes, 10 different types of cheese, aloe. There was like aloe and coconut, freshly squeezed, like freshly milked coconuts. What kind of party? It was an amazing party. It was fun.
Yeah, the cheese tray.
Tell
us about the cheese tray. What party was this? I already forgot.
It was a Toronto Life style guide or style book. And you said, did you get a stylist for last night? Is that what you?
Yeah.
You're looking very good.
Thank you.
You're looking very well put together.
Last night I looked okay.
Yeah, I mean, look, you're wearing a very nice shirt as well. But you cleaned up even nicer.
Yeah, I tried to clean up a little bit.
I've had a stylist in the past. It's a very funny experience. It's like almost antithetical to who I am. But when I was on Strombo, when I was on George's show, they're like, you take George's stylist because what you got going on here, this can't be on television. We can't. None of this works. I was like, okay, thank you, I think.
I know.
And then there's a weird thing, I believe in it now and I see it, but at the time I was like, is this real? She put like this board in front of my face and she goes, you're a warm autumn. I'm like, what is this? Are you going to do Reiki on me and put stones on my back? She goes, it's a real thing. You're a warm autumn. That means you look best in the colors of the forest. I was like, all right. And man, sure enough, anytime I wear a gray, I look pale and sickly. But if I put on an orange or a green, I'm like, she was right. She's got,
He doesn't look
so
like
there's this science to it.
He just got out of the hospital.
I look terrible.
You got to take your new headshots in the fall in a beautiful park.
Absolutely. Right in front of a tree. I'm nude, but there's a tree behind me making me look fantastic. But I love it. I have a lot of respect for stylists, which I didn't going in. I'm like, really? This is your job? This is unbelievable that you can make a living. But then you see what goes on behind it and how they're able to. I got for the wardrobe related, it was amazing what she was able to put together. I'm like, I can't wear that with that. She's like, just put it on and you'll
serious?
see. 100% serious. I'm just not that guy. I'm not like a guy who would get a stylist. And right before I got on Strombo, my buddy goes, look, I was in a couple of movies in TIFF a few years ago. So it was Goon and it was Breakaway. So I was going to be on the red carpet twice in a week.
Yeah. Okay, that's a big deal.
So my buddy goes, you got to get the stylist that I had once. I'm like, I don't know, man. I don't know if that. So he's this guy. He was like, he was as gay as can be, which is what I want in a stylist, I think. He was fashionable and he was gay and he was and he was well dressed and his nails were well done. I was like, yeah. This is what I want in a stylist.
You want to look great like him.
I want to look great like him. And so he came to our place, and he literally, it was one of the funniest things. I had a bit on stage about it because he was going through my closet. And so there's a gay man inside my closet. There's already a bit. That writes itself. And then he was going through my closet and going through my clothes and going, no, never. Where the hell did he buy this? Maybe this will work. This is a tent. Why do you have this? It was like he was ripping on me so badly.
Oh, my goodness.
He was just pulling things out and being like, I want you to burn
Did you actually
this.
end up throwing things out, Ali?
We did, because he made me see like this extra space. It looks like a tent. This is never going to be in style. You don't need something this big. I remember my wife goes, did you tell him about the shoes? I go, don't bring up why are you bringing up the shoes? He goes, what are the shoes?
Oh, no.
And I go, a few years ago, I bought white shoes. He goes, show me them. He was very angry. He goes, show me them. So I show him these white shoes that I'd never worn. I bought them because I was like, I think I could rock those. They were very cool. I think, and my wife, who was my girlfriend at the time, she goes, you're not going to wear those. And something in me went, would you tell me what I'm going to do? I'll fucking wear those. I'll wear those.
My shoes.
And then I bought them, and I never wore them. She was totally 100% right. They didn't go with anything, and they didn't go with anything that I do in light. They were just. I've got these suede with blue and a little bit of orange.
Cool?
Those are nice. But just like white shoes, I couldn't do them. So I bring them out, and the guy literally he put his fist in his mouth, and he said, "I want you to find a dumpster far away and put them in, then light everything in the dumpster on fire, and never go back for these." I was like, "Come on, man." He goes, "Unless you're getting married in the Caribbean someday, you do not need these shoes." So this guy ripped on me so bad. So I have a funny experience with stylists.
Can you imagine being like, say, on the Kardashian level, where they have a stylist for every second they're awake? Imagine that everything.
It's part of your team.
Right? Would you,
More than your accountant or your lawyer.
Would you like to be that famous? That someone would like if you were to come on a radio show now, and it might go on YouTube later, and they told you exactly what to wear. Would you like that kind of attention?
I don't think so, man. And in my heart, I'm a guy who really enjoys being at a pub with buddies. Like even last night, you were a breath of fresh air. It's good to see somebody I know. Because otherwise, the half an hour before I saw you, I had people talking in my ear about what they do and what they're working on. And I'm like, man, I can't help you with any of this. I don't know why you're spending time. I'm like, okay, so you got a development deal, and that's great. Okay,
Everyone has a development deal.
I know.
I actually
you're the
met
fifth one in 5 minutes. That's amazing.
There are, we met every future Canadian star last night.
I know.
It's crazy. I mean, there's a lot of talented people in this country.
Yeah, you would think. I mean, that's certainly what it seemed like last night.
Did you see any big celebrities? I actually, I didn't at all.
Well, I saw a guy who is going to be a celebrity, my friend tells me. I go, who is that guy? Because he's wearing this satin gold jacket, open.
Elvis.
A gorilla's body.
Yeah.
Dude,
Jay, describe it to Jay a little better.
All right, so he's got tight leather pants. He's got a satin gold, like Michael Jackson, old school. You know how it was like red leather? This was gold leather.
Yep.
And it was open, and he had the hairiest chest. And his white shirt did a weird thing. It didn't button in the center of his shirt.
Swooped.
It swooped to the side, but it only buttoned below his nipple. So it was it's crazy. So I say to my friend Noreen, who's who she used to be in PR.
Okay.
I go, I need you to tell me who that guy is.
Yeah.
He was taking himself very seriously, and I'm sure he's got something. She goes, that is the next big thing to come out. He used to be with a band called Joseph and the Merkellis or the Merkel. Does that mean anything to you?
No.
Anyway.
He was wearing a jacket and you could see his nipple?
Yeah, his jacket was open.
And
it was satin gold. Nothing seemed to fit right, but at the same time, he made it work.
It worked.
And I was like, I don't know. I've never been where I want to know who that guy is. I've never felt that, and I was like, I need to know who that guy is. And my friend tells me he is going to be huge. And when you see him, you make sure you tell these guys that's who Ali was talking about.
All right.
That's.
I think you just described Andrew Dice Clay on acid.
Yeah. Okay, yeah.
Basically.
Dude, that's amazing. That is amazing. It was Andrew Dice Clay on acid. That is exactly who it was.
Where Andrew had things contained, this man had those things coming out. Yeah.
And you know what? Nothing wrong with that. To each their own.
Absolutely.
Let them choose their fashion. But you know what? Pretty bold. That guy's got balls of steel.
That is exactly what I'm saying.
Can you imagine what his underwear would look like with an outfit like that?
I'm sure he put a lot of time into that too. I just don't know how to
me neither.
Look in the mirror and be like, yes,
neither.
This is the look.
Me neither. Honestly, me neither. I don't.
I got buddies who shave their chest, right? Because they're just
Jay
fashion.
shaves his chest.
Never.
Okay, sorry.
No, never.
I thought you shaved your chest.
No way.
My bad.
So this guy had a hairier chest, about 10 times hairier than Jay's.
Never. I love that. You're all man, brother.
And he was celebrating it, and I appreciated that too, because the shaving of the chest.
No.
I look at my buddies who do that. I'm like, maybe you don't need the deep V then. Maybe you don't. Well, maybe don't go through this. Then you see them a week later, they're scratching their chest, and the hairs are coming in, aren't they? The hairs are coming in. Go home and shave your chest. Jesus.
That's why I scratch my butt a lot. But anyway, okay.
That's nice that you keep that clean. That's thoughtful for others.
Good for you. It's true. Are you going to any more parties, Ali? Or I'm
going to go to a couple.
I got to interrupt before you answer that. And how? Because you're a father of 4. How do you do this? Tell me the tricks.
You know what? I'm an actor. My wife understands that that's part of what I do. Besides stand-up comedy, there's also acting. It's a lot. When you're in TIFF, you're really part of it. And this year I'm not in any movies that are in TIFF or anything like that. So it's much more casual.
Yeah.
I kind of enjoy that too. When there's no pressure to talk to anybody or I got to get this, I got to talk to this director, I don't know. It's much more enjoyable when I can just put
Hang out.
a string of pepperettes around my buddy's around his neck and dance with him and like not care.
Oh yeah, that's right. We're in an elevator leaving the Trump Hotel, and his buddy Jay Brody had like that necklace of pepperettes.
Yeah, I put it around his neck, and he was like, "I like this. I'm gonna rock this all night." We walked about a block with it. He's like, "I'm gonna get rid of this," but it was very delicious. It was very delicious.
But just before he got a development deal, it was crazy
because of the pepperettes.
Yes.
If there's anything you learn from this, people, you got to have some sausage around your neck, otherwise you're done.
We don't have a ton of time.
No, I know,
Alias,
buddy.
and I appreciate you coming. What party? So can we look forward to seeing it?
Well,
Do you know where to go?
There's a couple of different ones, but there's an ACTRA party on Tuesday. There's an ACTRA, so all the people who have those same desires to do something with their life will all be in one room. And
you know what I'll say? I will say, and I go back here too often, but it's true. It is nice to see people hoping for the best for others and talking about what they have or not. I just don't like the ones who lie about it. Like, you don't need to lie to me. Say, oh, man, went for 8 auditions, haven't got any, but I'm going to get the next one. Like Boomer, our buddy Boomer on the show. He's that guy. That's why we love him.
Yeah.
He'll never stop working. And that's a guy that's going to break out like a Johnny Drama one day and be huge. And, that's okay. That's okay. You almost want to help those people out more.
Well, I'm a stand-up comic, so I'm surrounded by self-deprecation all the time. That's refreshing to me. That's what I like.
Yeah.
And when I see the opposite, like I can smell phoniness from far, and I don't enjoy
I wish
it.
I had the ability to fake it more.
Yeah.
I say it to my wife a lot. No.
You got a baby out of your faking. I think you did a good job.
No, it's like it's just I think people should just fucking be real.
No.
Stop it. And you were that breath of fresh air as well last night.
You're talking about the woman who cannot be named. That's a big subject for you guys.
Yeah.
But her game is
Nicole Arbor. Yeah.
Nicole is the game she's playing is. I did the Pan Am. This is the last thing I'll tell you.
Sure, I look forward to this.
I was doing live announcing at the Pan Am Games, so for opening and closing.
Cool.
So the opening I got to announce. So
did you do it in a voice like this?
Not too much.
No,
They were like, we want something a little different. We don't want an announcer.
Okay.
So I just did this voice, but much louder. And Costa Rica, like that kind of stuff. So I get to announce.
You got to say that everywhere you go.
I do. I enjoyed it so much. So I get to announce, Pitbull, and Pitbull comes on and does a great job. He nails it, but nobody talks about Pitbull. Everybody talks about Kanye, and that's Kanye's game. Turn the lights on. I don't even know. Maybe the mic cut was his own doing. I don't know, but it was sure convenient, and he loved it because people are talking about him. And Nicole Arbor, that's the game. She's taking the same out of that playbook. If people are talking about me, I'm winning.
The only thing is, I don't think she's winning because, and I'll go back to.
No, that's her mindset.
Yeah, it's her mindset.
No.
But if she was talking to just us,
Yeah.
and did it and shocked us, good for her. She's talking to 14-year-old girls.
Yeah.
And
it's damaging.
Yeah, and that's the problem.
And the reason I just want to end on that is also because I give you full respect for drawing attention to that. I watched the YouTube video that you put up the other day, and I thought it was. I thought you're a guy you're making a positive difference, and you don't see that enough, and especially around this.
Well,
this
it won't make me famous.
No, but it'll help you sleep at night. You know that you're doing something positive for sending a good message out.
Knowing we got a couple of these really positive messages from people saying just thank you was more than enough, and no paycheck. Well, that's a lie, but no.
No paycheck can compete with that.
Yeah, there's a couple. I
thought we were being honest. What happened? Honest. I thought we were going to do a little honesty thing.
All right, give me $100,000. I'll tell everyone to fuck off. No, I'm joking. No. It's our, it's a privilege.
Yeah.
It's a privilege to do this. And man, you in the stand-up club, you can go and do what you want, and you know that, and that's the place to do it.
Yeah.
Stand-up comedy, and I could never do that. So it's part of the reason why I'm really not controversial, because I'm not a stand-up comedian. I'm not good. I'm not a funny guy. And you are, sir.
I appreciate that.
And congrats with everything going on. The 4 kids are good?
They are good. The little guy's just that volume is unreal, man. He's hitting some like Mariah Carey notes on a daily basis. My wife
Mariah Carey, or like the new one that's not as good as
the old one who would crack glass. Okay. This guy just, if you feed him egg and in the 2 seconds you go to put the spoon back in the bowl of egg to give him more egg, he loses it. Just a high ear piercing. So it's just so good to be away from children. They really, nothing can compete with this. This is great. Thanks very much, brother.
Standuple.com. Go and follow this guy. His career is he's one of these guys that you will know. If you don't know already, he is huge. Thank you.
Thanks,
at
Teddy.
Stand Up LA.
Hey, what's up? I'm Roddy. Subscribe to our channel. You're going to love it. For the rest of this episode, you got to check out our podcast online on the website. Go check it out. You won't be disappointed.